Good morning, afternoon or evening. This is Becs of Exercise, banging on about food. Every so often, well, quite often actually, I get questions from my clients about food and diet and supplements, etc. And then I just do a ramble that I can put on YouTube to answer them, but also others that may be asking the same questions. So first things first, I am not a dietitian, a nutritionist, or have any qualifications whatsoever in the world of food. I am a fitness instructor and personal trainer. So this is not advice or recommendation. It is just ideas. And if you want to take any of them up, I suggest you do your own research. Okay, that's really important, right? So my ideas about food. So one of my clients today said to me, do you cook with oil or do you use fry light or the, 1 cal spray stuff? So the first thing that I wanted to talk about today was fats and oils. I also want to talk about protein. I also want to talk about calorie deficits and if you want to lose weight. And I think that's all I was going to cover today. So first of all, yes, I do use oil and fat and lard and all that stuff. I don't use the fry light 1 cal stuff because it's processed, and I do use butter as well. To cook with, I tend to use a vegetable oil or olive oil or coconut oil. And the reason for that is because although there's more calories, they're real calories, right? They're not fake calories. So when your body takes something in that's actually food, it can recognize it and metabolize it and utilize it and draw the nutrients from it, okay? Which is why we eat food, right? That's why we eat food. So anything low fat that says, low fat on it, I don't touch with a barge pole because it's processed and they are putting other stuff in there to compensate for the mouthfeel and the taste of the fat, which tastes good, right? Because it is good, in my humble opinion. Just a little fun fact. Full fat milk is technically low fat because it's 4% fat, which is low fat, okay? So don't be fooled by the packaging or the stuff that's written on the labels, all right? Do your own, just check, okay? Check for yourself. And if you don't recognize the ingredients in an ingredients list, then chances are that your body is not going to recognize them either. It's not going to be able to use them. So the calories are going in, but they're not really being used, okay? If you want to find out more about that, there's a lot of media and feedback on ultra processed people, which I'm reading at the moment. Great book, so check that out. What else? If you're looking to lose some weight, don't think of it as losing weight. Think of it as changing your body composition. The problem with being in a calorie deficit, so something like Slimming World or Weight Watchers or any of those sort of outfits, is that they focus on calories. And whilst it's true that in order to lose weight or body fat, you do need to be in a calorie deficit, the problem is that if you're only focusing on the calorie intake, then you're going to lose body fat, but you're also going to lose lean muscle mass. And when you lose lean muscle mass, your body changes the way that it works. So you might get to your weight, but then because you don't have as much muscle, you cannot maintain it because your body's not using as many calories as it was before. So then you kind of go back to normal eating, then you end up putting more weight on than when you started. And so this kind of yo-yo dieting thing is a really big problem for women. So how are you going to counteract that? First of all, you should be trying to build muscle. Absolutely, okay? Try to build muscle. So that's weight work, but also you need to be focusing on your protein because that enables your body to build muscle. So you can actually lose weight whilst gaining muscle You might not see it on the scales, but your body composition will be changing. And that's kind of the mindset that we're trying to get to these days, is building muscle, making your body stronger. The number on the scales, you know, as an example, myself, I am 5'2" and a little bit, nearly 5'3". I don't know what my body fat is. It's quite low. I don't know, it's less than 20, I don't know, 17, 18% maybe, so it is quite low. But I weigh a fair bit over 60 kilos, okay, so I'm pretty dense. But this, right, so the number on the scales, I hate the BMI thing. I hate it because it's just so misleading. Like, your weight on the scales is almost irrelevant when you're looking at body composition, okay? Because you can become leaner and meaner and stronger, but actually gain weight, right? And then the other thing that I wanted to just mention was, eating times. I had a question, do I eat late? Do I try to stop eating at a certain time? I'm an intuitive eater. So if I've had my dinner and it was enough and there was a lot of protein in it, then I probably wouldn't eat anything until the next day. But if it's a weird day and I ate my dinner earlier, or I didn't eat enough then, and I, you know, feel a little bit peckish later, then I might have something. But I generally try not to eat late because I like to have a nice long fast. I don't fast, but obviously overnight that is a natural fast. So I usually eat about 7, half 7. And then I'll eat, my ideal time is like after workout in the morning, so like 9, maybe even 10 o'clock. So if there's anything there that you'd like to know a little bit more about, please comment below or send me a message if you know me, and I can chat to you a little bit more. Hope I haven't bored you today. These things are really important. And there's so much misinformation out there. It really makes me cross because it just really plays on, especially women's insecurities and their desire to be better, okay, to look after themselves better. But you've got to get your facts straight, okay? So please do your own research. I can tell you where I go for mine. It's generally not Instagram. Instagram might point me in the right direction, but then, you know, you've got to listen to people that really do know what they're talking about. So for women my age, Dr. Stacey Sims has a lot of very, very useful information, and she is very qualified and very passionate about helping women to really live, exercise and eat the way that is really good for them, okay, with no money making in the background, right? That's what we want. Okay, it's been 8 minutes. I've rambled a lot. There's a lot of Becs banging on this morning, but I hope you found something that was useful. Look after yourselves, and I'll talk to you soon.